Good morning, my friends. I'm Pastor Ben Hayes from First Baptist Church, Dadeville, Alabama, bringing you our thought for the day on this fantastic Friday. Recording this on Thursday, so I'm hoping it's a fantastic Friday for you. But right now, I want you to know that we got a lot in store this weekend. On Sunday morning, we've got Bible study at 8:45. Worship at 10 o'clock. We're going to have a parent-child dedication. It is Mother's Day, so come and sit with your mom in church. That's the greatest gift that you can give her. And we're going to have a great worship celebration Sunday morning. So I hope that you'll come out and join us for that. A lot going on, and you need to be involved in it. But right now, look with me at Romans chapter 16, verse 25. Started this yesterday because I wanted to finish up yesterday on that great note of what he says. Paul says, "Now to him who is able to establish you, set your feet on solid ground, according to my gospel and the preaching of Jesus Christ." What he's talking about is the gospel, the good news that he always shares everywhere he goes as he preaches about Jesus, who gave his life on the cross of Calvary to provide forgiveness of your sin. And that forgiveness is the very foundation of which you can place your life. Because once you've been forgiven, you stand solidly on the rock of Christ and you are ready to go to face the world no matter what happens. Because even when the enemy accuses you and says you are not worthy, that you cannot accomplish this, God says you are worthy. Not because of what you've done, but because of what Christ has done. You are able to accomplish it, not because of your ability, but because of Christ in you. Remember what he said back in verse 20? The God of peace will crush Satan under your feet shortly. Oh, listen, that is a great promise. He has established you according to the gospel Paul preached and the gospel concerning Jesus Christ, according to the revelation of the mystery kept secret since the world began. Wow. The revelation of the mystery kept secret since the world began. You know what that was? That was the way God planned to redeem mankind. From before the foundation of the world, he had this plan in place because he knew Adam and Eve were going to sin. He knew that Cain was going to kill Abel. He knew that Abraham was going to lie and cheat. He knew all of these things, that Jacob was going to be a deceiver. He knew all of that before the world began. And guess what? He even knew that Ben Hayes was not going to be perfect, that Ben Hayes was going to stumble every day and need his grace and forgiveness. And so he set about a plan at the very beginning so that he could redeem fallen mankind, draw us into a relationship with him, pick us up out of the muck and mire of this filthy world, wash us clean with the blood of Jesus, set our feet on the solid rock of Christ, and get us back on the path we needed to go so that one day we will spend eternity in heaven with him. That is the mystery that has now been revealed through the coming of Christ, through the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ, and will be fulfilled in the second coming of Christ. What a powerful promise that is. Look at what he says. Kept secret since the world began, but now made manifest and by the prophetic scriptures made known to all nations, according to the commandment of the everlasting God, for obedience to the faith. That's what Paul has been about, going to city after city, church after church. That's why we're here, to proclaim to you that all of this that happened, all of this that I've shared with you this morning, was prophesied in the Old Testament. God said, this is my plan, and this is going to unfold before your very eyes. Paul said that happened. It happened in his lifetime with the coming of Christ, so that it could be shared with all the nations. Jesus said that the gospel will be declared to all nations before he returns, according to the commandment of the everlasting God who is from eternity past to eternity future. He has given a command that this is going to happen, and you can take that to the bank. It is going to happen for obedience to the faith. That's what he wants. He wants us to be obedient to the faith that is in us, the faith in Jesus Christ, the faith that he is able to crush Satan under his feet, the fact that he is able to put your feet on the solid rock, to establish you. And Paul concludes all of this. Listen to what he says. To God alone, wise, be glory through Jesus Christ forever. That's who the glory belongs to. Not me, not you, because he alone is wise. And we give him the glory because of the great plan that was set in motion before the foundation of the world. Yes, God knew you before he said, "Let there be light." He had a plan and a purpose for your life. The question is, have you accepted him and have you followed his plan and purpose for your life? Be blessed. I'll see you here on Sunday.